welcome to episode 3 of Ask a Counselor. I'm Kelley Navar.
I'm Missy Petty.
And I'm Christine McMinn.
Thank you for all those that saw our poll on the Facebook page and voted. The winner was Quick Stress Busters. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And Missy, you're going to start us off?
Yeah, so one of the things I talk to clients about a lot and that I like for a quick reset is paying attention to how much stress and tension you're putting into your body. So if you think about your posture while you're driving and you're stuck in traffic or you're running late, how are you holding on to the steering wheel? Is it helping you get there any faster? Nope, you're just pouring more stress and tension into your body and then taking that with you throughout the day. So an exercise I use a lot for people, and I also like it because you can do it multiple times inside of a day for that quick reset. Requires you standing up, which I will do with you. Standing up comfortably, check your posture, take a deep breath, and then think about how much tension you need to be putting into your muscles to stand up. So I don't need any in my head and neck. I don't need any in my arms or hands. I really don't need very much in my trunk. And you work on letting all of that go until you can see I start to sway. That's really the point, is letting go of enough tension that you only have what you absolutely need to complete the task that you're doing. If you've ever been in my office, I'm sure you've seen the question mark. Kelley, you're in my office right now. I'm sure you can see the one on my monitor. I have question marks up around my office and in my home as a reminder when I look at it, do I need all the tension I'm putting into my body right now? And if I'm feeling stressed, to take those 30 seconds, take that deep breath, let go of all that extra tension, and then move into the thing that I'm doing next.
That's great. Mine is very similar to, again, working within the body. I always categorize stress reducers as things that you do in private and things that you can do in the grocery store checkout lane when nobody knows that you're doing them. So mine is one of those, and very quick. Discovered on the way home from working a 9 to 10 hour day. I was trying to find the Packer game on the radio, and was switching around and heard the DJ or a commercial. I don't even know what it was. And it just said, notice your shoulders and jaw. And I realized, like Missy was saying, as I was driving like this, and it just said, relax your shoulders and slack your jaw. And so I did it, and I was like, ooh, that was really good. And just that 2 seconds made the rest of the drive nice, and I was relaxed and noticed the tension that I was building in my body. And so I started doing very similar to Missy, is that she's talked about putting things around her house. I just, every single time I look at a clock, I just nope, do that. So I started doing that in the car because I always look at the clock in the car. A lot of us are doing these virtual meetings all the time. If you're like me, you're looking at the clock of when is this meeting maybe going to be over, or when's the next meeting going to be. So I encourage you, anytime that you're looking at the clock, to just check in with your body and see if you're experiencing tension anywhere. It might not be the shoulders and jaw. For me, that's where mine was. But you can do that really with anything and just notice that relaxation.
Yeah.
So a third stress buster, if you're looking for another idea, Missy and Kelley are really talking about, checking in with your body physically, to kind of see where you're carrying some of that stress. An idea that I share a lot of times with people is very similar, checking in with yourself, but from that emotional standpoint. If you think about how often are you checking your cell phone, I know I'm guilty of that. I check it all of the time. And then the flip of that of, how often then are you checking in with yourself to see just where you're at emotionally, what's going on for you, maybe even thinking about what's contributing to the stress that you're experiencing. So, just kind of asking yourself, what am I feeling in this moment? What's the feeling word that's there for me? And then looking at what do I need in this moment to kind of respond to that emotional need? Do I need to take a 5-minute break? Do I need to go for a walk? Do I need, to calm some of that tension in my body? Do I need to try one of those things? But really just looking at what's the next best thing for me in this moment. Kind of, sometimes when we're feeling stressed out, we can feel very overwhelmed. It's hard to look at everything going on in front of us. And so really just narrowing that down to what's right in front of me right now. How am I feeling? What do I need?
I love that. And I love the reminder, how often are you checking your phone versus how often are you checking in with yourself emotionally or physically. That's a great little tagline there. Thank you to all of you who voted. Be on the lookout in the days after this video post for an additional poll. We'll continue to ask you guys what you'd like for us to talk about and give you a chance to weigh in on that. If you're not seeing what you'd like us to talk about listed as an option in the polls, please feel free to include it as one of the comments, or you can email us at counseling@livingwellcrc.org. Thanks, everybody.